and welcome to the Lizzie Show. Today we're going to talk about what are some undeniable truths that are a part of life. There are a lot of undeniable truths in life. One of them is that absolutely, without a doubt, you need something or someone to love. Something or someone to give you purpose, to give you a sense of meaning, to give you a sense of how to get through the days where you're suffering. Because yes, loving yourself goes without saying. But an essential part of life is you have to love something else. There has to be a passion for another thing outside of yourself to keep yourself going and motivated. It can't just be about you. Yes, your health is wealth. Your mental health, your mental health, emotional health, your physical health, of course. That's important. But what about when times are hard, when times are rough? Who are you doing it for? Who is it for? Listen, you don't need a person to care about. Don't feel bad. If you don't have anyone around, please get yourself a nice little animal who's dying and starving for love. So, you need to find somewhere to put your love and your attention. It's essential. In life, it's essential. You have to have something else to focus on besides yourself. Because if you were the only person left on earth, what would be the point? There would be 0 point. So there's enough of us to choose from, both animals and people. Give love to another. I'm sure everybody watching loves somebody, right? You have to love somebody. And if there's nobody that you love right now, I'm sure there was someone you used to love. Well, if you used to love them and they're no longer here, their love still exists within you. So now, don't feel like you lost the love. You still have that love inside you. Now, give love to something else. Something else that needs your love. I know I keep saying this, but if there's no other human being that you want to grab and love, please, there's a cat or a dog who's dying for it. All they want, they could be in a cage with 100 other cats. If a cat's with 10 other cats, doesn't want the cat. It wants you. A dog can be with 20 other dogs. It wants you. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the design. The animals, even if they're around each other, they want the humans. Isn't that interesting? Sometimes my motivation is literally, I think about those cats. Last week, it's more than just that. But it's good to have something to love. So you're like, oh, they're depending on me. It's good to have something that depends on you. So you got to pull through. But I'm sure a lot of you have kids, husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, uncles, sisters, brothers, and good friends that you love. But don't feel bad if you don't. Animals. Animals are always a beautiful way to give your love. And they give you 10 times the love back. The love that you have for an animal is so deep that it's hard to even define. The depth of the love you have for a cat or a dog. When people go into how sad and devastated they were when they lost their dog or their cat, it's so devastating. And I understand. I've been there. So, am I going to crumble and fall apart? No, I'm still here. I grieved time to give love to some more. Because there's still other entities that deserve my love, your love. So that's number one, essential part of life is the love. You can't go through your whole life being angry, hateful, miserable, resentful, because you only have this one life. You might as well, even if you have to force yourself to live in a loving way, because you only have this one life. You're here. You might as well make the best of it. And you might as well make the best of it for somebody or some other animal, right? You can always make someone else's life better with literally nothing but words. So give it away for free. You don't need to buy them anything. Just give them a compliment. A cat, a dog, just give them some attention. The funny thing about animals is they want attention before they want food. You see this? This is from this morning. And it says, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your brown espresso. Another essential part of life is that no matter where you are in life, no matter how old you are, no matter where your journey takes you, the most important thing is to protect your mind, your thoughts, how you think. Because the most powerful thing that we have is our thoughts, is our mind. Let's learn from Stephen Hawkins. Stephen Hawkins is the most amazing man, in my opinion, to ever exist on this planet. He had nothing but his mind. He was diagnosed with a severe illness that debilitated him, and he had nothing but his brain. And when you asked him how happy he was, he said he was the happiest person alive. And he had no movement in his body. He had ALS, and he was not even given a year to live. And I think he died at like 72 or 74. Stephen Hawkins. You know, a brain, a giant brain, talking about the universe. Talking about artificial intelligence. The point of it is that as humans, I understand we put a lot of thought into what we look like, how the world perceives how we look, our body, and there's nothing wrong with that. You want to be the best you can be. But ironically, the person who was the happiest had no control over their body, couldn't move their body, was completely dependent on other people to help him, and also could communicate with his brain and put his thoughts on the screen so people can see what he was talking about, what he was saying. Stephen Hawkins. That person should motivate all of us. Okay? Because we always want more when we have more. We have a million times more than Stephen Hawkins had, and yet this man was so happy. Happy, happy, happy. And here we are. I shouldn't say we. I could say me some days. I'll speak for myself. I'm struggling. I got to get through the day. I'm looking for things to motivate me, right? So essentially in life, don't let your thoughts run away from you and live in that negative place for too long. You're going to have difficult days and difficult times, but don't let your thoughts become action and turn into a situation that's bad. Just let it stay in that pond of thoughts that are a little bit crazy and then come out of it. Because nothing lasts forever. Bad days don't last forever. Bad thoughts won't last forever. You'll come out of it. Whatever the situation is, you'll come out of it. Unless it's a sinking ship. That you won't come out of. You better have a buoy. You better know how to swim. You better not be in the middle of the ocean. I'll never go on a cruise, ever. Everyone gets sick on those cruises, right? Time for me to make a sharp turn. I got the car fixed, but it's still shaking. It's like going to the dentist and still having a cavity. Like, what is going on here? Hello? But it's not as bad as it was. It's still shaking. Can you believe this? It's not as bad, though. All right, another essential part of life is that you need something to look forward to. When I say you need something to look forward to, it doesn't need to be a vacation. It doesn't need to be some kind of material thing you're gonna buy. It needs to be something doable, reachable, every day in your life that you can look forward to. Now, I know this has been done over and over again, but even like your cup of coffee, every day you look forward to it, you're gonna have it, beautiful. All right, maybe you're gonna go home and stretch. You look forward to that, beautiful. There's a show you look forward to, wonderful. You look forward to going home to your animals, your kids, your spouse, your husband, your wife. Don't take them for granted. We don't live forever, wonderful. Every day, have something to look forward to. Not like, oh, I look forward to my vacation a month from now, which there's nothing wrong with that. You need something every single day to look forward to make your whole life worth living. Wait, I don't mean it like that. Your life is worth living, but you know what I mean? It's coming out wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I hear when I try to say things and it comes out wrong. Your life is worth living, but worth it, more worth it. Like, every day I look forward to coffee. Every day I look forward to seeing the cats. Every day I look forward to seeing James. Every day I look forward to going to sleep. I love going to sleep. Every day, not every day, but sometimes I like to work out. Every day you gotta have something. You gotta have something. So, you need something to look forward to every single day. Not just 2 weeks out of the year when you have a vacation. But maybe you have more of an exciting life than me. Maybe you look forward, maybe you're going ice skating, maybe you're gonna play guitar, maybe you're gonna like put something together. Maybe you have way more hobbies and way more things to look forward to every single day, and you have even more to live for. I'm just kidding. I don't have the words. I'm not an English teacher, you know, but I'm doing the best with what I got. Another essential thing in life is that you have to focus on the things that you eat. You don't have to be ridiculously perfect, but do your best to eat as much whole food as possible. It doesn't mean that like you can't have a chip and you can't have an ice cream bar. No, it means mostly eat a pineapple, a kiwi, a blueberry, a strawberry, a banana, an apple, some salads, some carrots, all the good stuff that Mother Nature makes in her special garden for you for free. Of course, they charge you at the store, but if you knew how to make it yourself, it would be free. So what you eat, you become. If you eat life, you become that life. You eat colorful food, you become a colorful person. I don't know. So try to make sure you don't put too much garbage inside your body. Like if you're going to McDonald's, I'm going to tell you right now, stop going to McDonald's. Garbage. Listen, I'm not perfect. See? Not perfect. But I eat a lot of fruits and veggies. So it balances out. Another essential thing you need in life is you need some form of connection. I guess this ties into what I was saying earlier. You need someone to love. But don't think that even if you're a person who doesn't talk much and you're not extroverted, it doesn't matter. We are born to have some kind of connection. Even if it's a brief connection for 1 minute with a person in real life that has real meaning, we thrive off of that. We need real, meaningful connections. Another essential thing we need in life, we need real, quality, intellectually stimulating conversation. We need to get our minds working. We need to ask questions we don't ask all the time. Like, for example, you were born. Are you glad you were born? If you had to be born, would you be born again? Would you be born the same person? Would you be born in the same situation? After this life, do you want to be born again? These are the kind of conversations that tickle the brain and make you think a little bit. Do you think you chose this life? Do you think you chose the good and the bad? Do you think you chose to be born? Or do you think it's random? You think you randomly came here, random events, and nothing has meaning? These are good questions to talk about. Why not? Why not? Do you believe that life is so special that it should not be taken for granted? That all the things that we have should not be taken for granted? Your talents, the way you think, nobody thinks like you. The way you perceive the world, nobody sees the world like you see the world. That's why it's nice to have conversations. But conversations in real life, don't deprive yourself of having even with a stranger. I'll strike up a conversation with a stranger any day of the week. I'll say, would you be born again into the same kind of life you had? They'll stop, they'll give me an answer, and I go, wow, didn't think that would happen. Or just a nice little conversation with a impatient, you know? You realize, especially when you work in the medical field, everything is the breath. All we have is our breath, it's our breathing. We breathe, we're alive, and we live in this body that just works for us for free. Like when I'm sick and I feel like garbage, okay, I don't feel that great, but I'm taking for granted the spectacular and unbelievable events that are going inside my body microscopically, all my cells fighting for me. I don't know their name, I don't really know what they look like, they're just fighting non-stop for me. Really? Like, what? Now, if I could actually see this, like them actually fighting, I'd be blown away. I just have to use my imagination and go, Liz, right now you have warriors inside your body fighting to keep you alive. Because realistically, even if you have a cold, you could die of a cold, you could die of anything if your body isn't fighting even that trivial thing, like a cold. A cold sore, that's annoying. Body fights that away. That eventually goes away. So don't take for granted how spectacular every cell in your body is. It keeps you alive. You don't have to pay it. You don't get taxed. You don't even have to say thank you, but you should say thank you. If you're tired, be grateful. Tired is probably one of the best feelings you can have, besides other feelings like pain, and that's it. Tired compared to pain is okay. You want to be tired, you don't want to be in pain. I'm behind a truck with 5 large blocks on it, and I want to go around it, but it's drizzling, and I don't want to die while I do this video, because that would be ironic. But it's going really slow. I bet you someone's gonna go around me, going around this giant brick truck thing. An essential part of life is also this, and I'm not that good at it, but I'm learning, it's patience. Be patient. Look, see, this car's going around. They're going around, I'm going around, but there's a hill. So I don't want a car to come around the hill and then we smash each other. Another essential part of life is that if you're able to, and you can, do some kind of movement. I don't care what kind of movement it is, but do it. They call it working out. Whatever name you want to give it. Move the body, do something. If you're dead tired, you don't have to take a break. You don't want the cortisol to, defer from your good intentions of moving around. But if you have some energy, give yourself 10 minutes. Look at this. I spent all this money on the car, it's still shaking. What are we at, 20 minutes already? You know what, look, I'm speeding up. It's already 55. I didn't even have to go around. I don't have to go around the truck with two, it's big pieces of, what is that? What do you call that? Blocks of cement. That's what it looks like. I'm tired. I wake up at 4:17 a.m. just so I could get out of work early. No matter what, you're going to be tired. Another important thing in life, essential, is you have to have a home where you feel comfortable, where you feel at home. That's your sanctuary. So I hope for all of you, it's essential that your home is your place for peace and happiness. I hope that you love going home. I hope that being home is fulfilling. And I hope that you don't want to run away from home. I think that's enough of this video because, I'm tired. And that's all I have to say for today. Because my body's still fighting. My cells, they're still fighting for me. They're fighting for me to stay alive. I got those cats. And one of them's only a year old. So I have to live at least another, 18 years. Cats, they live a long time. I got to stick around for them. I got to feed them. All right. I'll see you next time. I'll think of something to talk about. Right? Have a good day. Bye.